Who sends the mind to wander afar? Who first drives life to start on its journey? Who impels us to utter these words? Who is the spirit beyond the eye and the ear? It is the ear of the ear, the eye of the eye, and the word of words, the mind of mind, and the life of life. Those who follow wisdom pass beyond, and on leaving this world become immortal. There the eye goes not, nor words, nor mind. We know not, we cannot understand how he can be explained. He is above the known, and he is above the unknown. Thus have we heard from the ancient sages who explain this truth to us. What cannot be spoken with words, but that whereby words are spoken. Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and now what people here adore. What cannot be thought with the mind, but that whereby the mind can think. Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. What cannot be seen with the eye, but that whereby the eye can see. Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. What cannot be heard with the ear, but that whereby the ear can hear. Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. What can not be indrawn with breath, but whereby breath is indrawn. Know that alone to be Brahman, the spirit, and not what people here adore. Master, if you think I know well, little truth you know. You only perceive that appearance of Brahman that lies in the senses and is in you. Pursue your meditation, disciple. I mean to know. I do not imagine I know him well, and yet I cannot say I know him not. Who knows this knows him, and not who says I know him not. He comes to the thought of those who know him beyond thought, not to those who imagine he can be attained by thought. He is unknown to the learned and known to the simple. He is known in the ecstasy of an awakening, which opens the door of life eternal. By the self we obtain power, and by vision we obtain eternity. For a man who has known him, the light of truth shines. For one who is not known, there is darkness. The wise who have seen him in every being on leaving this life attain life immortal. Once upon a time, Brahman, the Spirit Supreme, won a victory for the gods, and the gods thought in their pride, we alone attained this victory, ours alone is the glory. Brahman saw it and appeared to them, but they knew him not. Who is that being that fills us with wonder, they cried. And they spoke to Agni, the god of fire. O God all-knowing, go and see who is that being that fills us with wonder. Agni ran towards him, and Brahman asked, Who are you? I am the god of fire, he said, the god who knows all things. What power is in you? Asked Brahman. I can burn all things on earth. And Brahman placed a straw before him, saying, Burn this. The god of fire strove with all his power, but was unable to burn it. He then returned to the other gods and said, I could not find out who was that being that fills us with wonder. Then they spoke to Vayu, the god of air. O Vayu, go and see who is that being that fills us with wonder. Vayu ran towards him, and Brahman asked, Who are you? I am Vayu, the god of air. He said, Matarisvan, the air that moves in space. What power is in you? Asked Brahman. In a whirlwind I can carry away all there is on earth. And Brahman placed a straw before him, saying, Blow this away. The god of the air strove with all his power, but was unable to move it. He returned to the other gods and said, I could not find out who was that being that fills us with wonder. Then the gods spoke to Indra, the god of thunder. O giver of earthly goods, go and see who is that being that fills us with wonder. And Indra ran towards Brahman, the Spirit Supreme, but he disappeared Then, in the same region of the sky, the gods saw a lady of radiant beauty. She was Uma, divine wisdom, the daughter of the mountains of snow. Who is that being that fills us with wonder? He asked. He is Brahman, the Spirit Supreme, she answered. Rejoice in him, since through him you attain the glory of victory. And the gods Agni, Vayu, and Indra excelled the other gods, for they were the first that came near Brahman, and they knew he was the Spirit Supreme, and thus Indra, the god of thunder, excelled all other gods, for he came nearest to Brahman, and he first knew that he was the Spirit Supreme. Concerning whom it is said, he is seen in nature in the wonder of a flash of lightning. He comes to the soul in the wonder of a flash of vision. His name is Tadvanam, which translated means the end of love longing. As Tadvanam, he should have adoration. All beings will love such a lover of the Lord, Master. You asked me to explain the Upanishad, the sacred wisdom. The Upanishad has been explained to you. In truth, I have been telling you the sacred teaching concerning Brahman.